Tom, a Philadelphia jury has handed down its verdict in the case of that 14-year-old girl who starved to death. Today, 4 social workers learned their fates. Action News reporter David Henry live in Center City with the latest on the Danieal Kelly case tonight. Good evening, David.
Good evening, Monica. It was a case that shocked the city and made international headlines, but at least now there is some justice of sorts for Danieal Kelly. Maybe too late to save her life, but at least other children are no longer at risk because of the 4 caregivers who were found guilty here in federal court. Carl, do you have anything to say about this verdict?
Later.
Mickal Kamuvaka ran the health agency that was supposed to be looking after 14-year-old Danieal Kelly and her family. Danieal weighed just 42 pounds when she died in 2006 of starvation and massive bed sores. She had cerebral palsy and couldn't fend for herself. Kamuvaka, Administrator Solomon Manamela, and 2 caseworkers were charged in the case and with neglecting other children. The government says they took the money and rarely, if ever, checked in on the children in their care.
You know, Danieal Kelly paid the ultimate price for these defendants' fraud, and we hope that this is some measure of justice for her and the other children who were the victims, really, of this fraud.
When the federal government started investigating, the 4 defendants destroyed evidence and fabricated records to indicate caseworkers were making home visits when they weren't. Caseworker Mariam Coulibaly was also convicted of lying to federal agents, although she had no role in the Kelly case. The defense says the healthcare administrators were betrayed by renegade caseworkers.
Didn't do their job, failed their responsibilities, and the burden fell on Dr. Kamuvaka, ultimately in the jury's opinion.
In effect, the jury's verdict holds Kamuvaka and her employees directly responsible for Danieal Kelly's tortured death. Why did you put money ahead of the life of that little girl?
Let me just walk. Please let me just walk. I can walk. I don't have a comment right now.
Kamuvaka and the others will be sentenced in June, but that is not the end of it. They still face state charges of criminal manslaughter in a trial set to begin in November. 5 other employees are also facing jail time. They pled guilty before the trial started. Live at federal court, I'm David Henry, Channel 6 Action News.
All right, David, thank you for that report.